Hey guys, Flight from Zors here. We're going over the Revanite Commanders hard mode fight for the Sniper DPS. This is another marksman fight. Not a lot of them, but more than DF and DP in my opinion. This one's pretty easy. Right here, right off the bat, I usually pop Laze target right in the beginning just to get that buff, get that damage out, really high DPS. This is another one of those fights where you can, one of the few fights where you can kind of scumbag DPS a little bit, kind of increase it through various means, and right off the bat you can get the damage buff from your set bonus by casting ambush on the first target before they're all grouped up, then spam suppressive fire right in the middle. That's something our group does. I feel like a lot of groups do, or at least should, harpoon the other two if you have access to two harpoons, which you should. Power techs are incredibly OP, and a lot of groups have assassins or shadow tanks. Harpoon the two ones in the back on that middle door right there. I forget what they're called, but you harpoon them in, they're ranged and they don't move. So you harpoon them in right to the right ones here. And the two melee ones, as long as everybody's grouped up, they'll jump straight in. So all six of the ads are basically right there, and you just AoE them down, and it's a lot of fun. You get a huge damage spike right off the bat. First one comes down. Here's Sano. He's got a shield. Pretty simple. I'm sure you've done it in story mode, but we drag him over to the back. So remember to stand out of AoE. If you don't want to break any casts, then pop entrench, and you can just face tank the AoE, and that's just fine. Yeah, we push them really quick there. We got a good burn. Clean up the rest of the ads. Ads don't have a lot of health, so you have to worry about casting. That's one way to maximize your DPS is smart swapping. If something's down to like 20% health, like one of these ads, and they only got less than 100,000 health, they're gonna die really quick. So be really careful what you cast. If you start casting snipe and they're only 20%, like I just did right there, the cast is just gonna get clipped because he's gonna die to AoE or somebody else's burst. So try to avoid using cast or channels when somebody's really low. But here, Curse is pretty easy. He's just got that AoE leap, and that's pretty much it. As long as your tanks know what they're doing, you never have to worry about it. Here we got a lot of stun ads to the right. Now, if you wanted to be a scumbag, you can actually, and here I actually grabbed aggro, so rolling out of the group is really helpful. Got a lot of ads up. If you want to be a scumbag about it, you can switch to them before the boss pushes, but that's really bad. It increases your DPS, but at the same time, it increases the length of the phase and increases the likelihood that people are going to die because the bosses are up way too long. Good rule of thumb is when a boss comes down, you kill it quickly as possible. Don't worry about ads until everyone's down. There's moments in between the bosses where you can DPS ads. You're an actual scumbag if you're on ads while bosses are up, under most circumstances. There is one circumstance. Some ops groups will put one or two or maybe all DPS on the ads on the last wave before the burn phase. This makes the burn phase a lot cleaner. If you don't have any ads going into the burn phase, it's bad. It's good, rather. Right there, I got the cryo grenade. If you get it, you can just break it. You're not going to get it again for a while. So here's another pause. You can just watch your DPS kind of just sink for a little moment and cry. Curse comes back in. Usually I open with corrosive dart, but here I kind of just forget it for a little while. Here's another moment where you could scumbag DPS, but again, you don't really want to do that. It's not good for the raid, so just wait until everyone pushes Curse, and then you can move on to the ads. As a sniper, you can get into some good positions and knock back some of the ads. Here I don't. I was a little lazy. Usually I do. Usually I get into some good positions and I knock back the ads to the middle. Sometimes it annoys the healers by not grouping up, but in the end it's better as long as the ads are all grouped up and you can actually get some CC on while they're casting. Darren is the trickiest one. Darren just spams Tracer Missile the entire time and gives you these stacks. If you get anything higher than 3 or 4 stacks, and you probably want to pop Evasion when he does his Mass Cleave or whatever, that basically detonates all your Tracer Missile stacks, and it's a huge burst of damage. And you can mitigate a lot of that with Evasion. So nothing the healers can't handle, but right here, I believe this is the last wave until the burn phase. I think we've all seen them twice except one. Yes, this is the one right before the burn phase. So what you're going to see here is basically us burn Sano down to about 50%, 40%, and then we're all basically going to switch to the ads and clean them up so we don't have anything up for the burn phase. Here I actually just stay on the ads the entire time just to kill them. Yeah. Not terribly difficult. Just got to know your targeting priorities, what needs to be done, don't stand in stupid. And this is the burn phase right here. This is when you want to pop cooldowns and try to burn Darren as quickly as possible. I've seen other groups do different kill orders, but Darren, in my opinion, is the best one to take care of because he's got the random aggro, he's got a lot of raid-wide damage, and he continuously spawns the stun ads, which is really bad. So killing him as quickly as possible is good. And here you see me basically just staying on the ads, cleaning them up, keeping their aggro. It helps out the healers quite a bit. Here we've got Sano in the middle, and that's when you basically just go all gung-ho and try to kill him. It's a pretty simple fight. The DPS check is substantial, I would say, for a fight. It's a little deceptive because there's so much downtime, but you do have to kill the ads in a very, very quick fashion. A lot of people really underestimate that. Once you get 2 of them down, it's pretty much a done deal. Once you get most of the ads down, it's pretty much a done deal. People really underestimate how much damage the ads really do, and how much you can control the ads is the key to the fight. So it's just one of those fights where you just got to know how to target swap and target priority really well. And that's pretty much it. And here we just take off forward curse and then 2 more ads, and it's pretty much GG. Collect your loot. Thanks for watching, guys.